Now, June is Pride Month, as we all know, and it's almost over. But before we exit, we got to make sure that we have learned something, okay? Like how to be a better ally. So this morning, we are doing just that with author, gender coach, and educator Rae McDaniel. Hi, Rae. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. I want to start off just by asking, are enough people asking this question, how to become a better ally?
I think there's never enough until everybody celebrates the diversity of sexual orientation and gender identities that we have in the world.
Yeah. So how do we do it? How do we become a better ally? Is it just speaking out? Is it picking up a book and keeping that info to ourselves? How do we do it?
Well, picking up gender magic is a great start, but certainly not keeping that info to yourself. A great place to start is to use gender magic as a jumping off point to have conversations with friends, family members, and coworkers.
Okay, so let's dive into your book, just like you brought up, Gender Magic. Tell me what it's all about.
So, Gender Magic is a practical guide to achieving gender freedom with joy, curiosity, and pleasure. It's for trans and non binary folks, anybody that's exploring gender, and those who love them.
What is that journey like to explore gender? I assume it is something that we need a roadmap for if you kind of deep dive into that part of yourself, right?
Yeah, so I do a deep dive in gender magic. What I like to talk about, though, is the fact that there isn't a point A to point B. That journey looks different for every single person. And the point is not to have we do step one, step two, or step three, but to celebrate the idea of exploring gender as a part of self development for everybody.
Do you think that this is a long haul thing? It's not just you've explored it, now you've come to a conclusion and that's it? Or are we always exploring this topic and doing the inner work on ourselves?
My hope is that we are always exploring that inner work of ourselves. Just like any other part of self development, I don't think we ever arrive at our most authentic self. We are always growing and changing into more of who we are. And I think gender is an important part of that conversation.
I totally agree. So I wanna ask you, what is one thing that because I want everyone, like I said before, we need to take something away from Pride Month. So I want to make sure we are
Yeah.
educating people. What is one thing that you would say people need to stop doing?
Ooh, that is a good question. I would say that people need to stop considering gender transition as this really horrible thing that people go through and instead celebrate it as a part of self growth, like we've been talking about. That fundamentally shifts the narrative of what we're talking about and creates space for people to truly thrive.
I love that because even describing it as self growth, we have to look at growth in all different sections of our life. So why not
Exactly.
add in, your sexuality, your gender, all of those things. It's just another layer, right?
Exactly. It's just another layer like any other type of self growth. And that is true for trans and non binary folks, as well as cisgender folks or folks who don't identify as trans, because we've all been put into this box of gender from the moment we are born, even before we are born, in many cases. And a lot of people don't take the time to truly explore how do they want to show up in the world? Is the manual that we've been given something that actually feels authentic to them?
I totally agree. Rae, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And like I said before, I hope that we have completed our goal in teaching someone out there more about pride, more about the LGBTQIA community, and how to be an ally. We really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you so much for having me.